about using certain technical. And they're going to go into it. It looks like this is the first time we see Bladewise not agreeing to Yoshi's to start the set, as he has every other Marth.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow,
okay. Bladewise did an incredibly low float, which might not seem like much, but that's kind of some modern tech, some modern technology using. Oh wow. Taking the free jabs there.
Oh wow, like floating perfect, a perfect height to be able to get fair covering platform.
Yeah.
But
Peach can use her floats in really distinctive, like stage positions on platforms that can be really strong. Okay. Umarth walks through with the first stock there. But 66% isn't that much to work with. You're pretty much out of crouch cancel percentage from anything. So you don't feel safe crouch canceling much. Not that you really want to against Peach anyway, because down smash can be such a threatening move to accidentally crouch cancel into. As we were talking before, not everything at all times is like good to utilize, right?
Right.
Sometimes you don't want to crouch cancel a move because it could be the wrong move to get stuck in.
like for instance, yeah, Peach down.
Yeah.
Making a mistake and getting 50% for that is pretty brutal.
Yeah. Bladewise is kind of opting to take more of like the aura approach in this matchup. We're seeing a little bit more sticking under a platform, throwing turnips a little bit. Bladewise wasn't before during the Marth matchups, like throwing turnips down off the stage, right?
Right.
But now we see Bladewise like utilizing it. Probably after seeing aura play, right? It was like, oh right, I know how to do that too. I'll utilize that a little bit. Bladewise is an incredibly creative player. I think that's like a definitive word I would want to pick.
Yeah, I would also say so as well.
Came in with the Toad camera, which can be a really big call out that looks really good when you're right, but a little scary when you're wrong.
See, like that right there, he just did Waveland, he just slid off Bear and saved his jump and everything, trying to fish for a really low recovery.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bladewise is willing to go for that a little bit more than other Peaches now.
Yeah, he's... Wow, I feel like...
Umarth proved that they know the knowledge.
Yeah.
They know this stuff.
So
there's some strong Peach players in NorCal as well. I don't know why. I'm 90% positive there's a stronger Peach player that should be coming to mind, but Wavebringer comes to mind.
Yeah, Wavebringer.
There's strong
Dark
Peach players.
There's
Dark Atma too.
I believe if I'm not wrong, there's also who else?
I know. I feel silly going. Why is the best Peach? There's a bunch of strong Peach players in that region. There used to be a Zusa who was from there.
Yeah,
he's been inactive for some time, I believe. But
he's. I think if anything, he's just net playing. But
really,
that's it. Yeah, that's all he's doing nowadays.
Yeah, you know what is kind of cool though. So Melee, it's a game you play tournaments in person. It's a game you play on an old TV with your friends, and you gang up and you learn how to play this really hard game, right?
Right.
But if that's not a situation that works for you, or you don't have friends who want to play it with you, Melee net play is more accessible than ever now. You can play Melee online with people, and if you have the right equipment for it with a good adapter, right?
And a copy of the game, of course.
And a copy of the game, of course.
So
if you get the stuff to play the game, you can at least practice with players online. There's a lot of good players who use it. A lot of these top players also practice on net play all the time. I don't know about either of these two individually, but I would guess that they probably use it a little bit. But I know all the best players in Oregon, they at least use it to some extent. Fat Goku, Aura, they're all net players.
Yeah, net playing is a way too. Like nowadays, there was a time when we were thinking that net play was never a viable way to.
I know, I remember that era.
And then Cyrox came around, and then
Cyrox,
yeah, like there was some gnarly net players that just came out of the woodwork, and you know, like they're real, and they're I guess their ability to get better at the game is still like real too.
Bladewise again tried that same Toad counter there. What I do like about watching Bladewise is that hasn't worked twice now, right? Bladewise is aware it wasn't right.
Right.
But we're going to see Game 3, Game 4, there's going to be a setup that Umarth is going to remember Bladewise always Toad counters this, and that's when Bladewise is going to capitalize off it. That was such a fast start from Umarth. Impressive stuff.
Yeah, really solid first game. I mean, 4 minutes for that game. A little bit of a longer game than usual, but I think he played it well enough to know when to be aggressive.
Yeah, I agree.
was a very...
It wasn't that, like, patient of a game necessarily. They just kind of, they took their time with the opening.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it had to do with each putting up efficient, like, turnip walls. Bladewise didn't really want to, like, overextend on anything and be, like, in a risky position.
Oh my goodness, another Stitch phase.
Oh, but he couldn't do anything with it. And unlike the other Peach players we've seen, Bladewise is all over those pulls. We saw some crazy combos earlier from Bladewise, utilizing Mr. Saturn on platforms to do some really creative stuff.
Yeah, like right there, he just jumped towards him while he was in the middle of, well, it was at the end lag of a counter, and he wanted to punish with a Z drop on platform into, I don't know, jab or something. And once he popped in shield, he knew that he could have confirmed it.
Yep. Oh, this could be a really scary position for either of these players. That's going to convert to a kill.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was a strong hit there, I guess.
Absolutely.
I feel like it might have been possible to still...
Oh, for sure.
Live that, I mean, from center stage, but oh well, Umarth down by a stock. He has 120 on Bladewise at the moment, so he just needs to get rid of it soon, but it's looking a little difficult. Again, Dreamland, not the stage that Marth wants to be.
No. We talked about this earlier. This is definitely not a strong place for Marth to be in this matchup.
Yeah.
We've been seeing a lot of, it's kind of funny that we see a lot of these matchups we're seeing both sides of it. We saw Aura go through some of these players earlier, placing them, maybe placing them into losers or just playing them earlier, and now seeing Bladewise being the next person who goes against them as another Peach player, another really strong Peach player, to have like a second go at them with the matchup. And I know Bladewise is out there watching those when they were happening, thinking, I have to be ready for this too.
So Umarth opting to just pummel instead of going for a grab follow-up, because at this point, I don't believe around like 160, 170, you don't get anything on any throw from Marth at all. Like you don't get most, like you might as well be going for up throw, but that's around like 220. So I don't know. When you get a grab with Marth and they're at such high percent, it feels really difficult. I guess you can call out bad DI back throws, but that's also really rough and not for sure.
You're looking for something more guaranteed. Wow.
Yeah.
Even on Dreamland, that kill off the top at 142%.
Peach has like strong heals. Oh wow.
Just barely not going to do it.
Yeah, fantastic spacing, but it does not kill.
Yeah, it's always crazy that Marth's forward smash, as long as it's at the tip of it, it's a threatening tool at any point of the game, basically.
Yeah, and he was like not even center stage. He was like more towards right side of stage.
Yeah.
So that's like
almost killed off left side stage. Like the influence of DI could have influenced why it went so far.
Wow, I guess that that down smash kind of covers ledge pretty well.
Yeah, looks like it worked pretty efficiently. Down smash is oddly enough from Marth. It's a move that kind of knocks your opponent off the top or kind of up and away, depending which hitbox you get it in.
Yeah, Tipper down smash being best for trying to just set them straight up. Obviously, what happened there. Oh wow, Bladewise
but again,
being a little more aggressive with his turn of play by ledge, which is kind of not what Umarth was expecting. I think he was hoping for a situation like he was getting with Aura. But Bladewise, a whole nother beast. And not to say that like Aura isn't a good player, but rather Bladewise is a different kind of player.
Yeah, they're very different players. And that's okay. It's just interesting to like see the perspective change from both of those matchups, even playing some of the same players now, right?
Right. Because that's the thing that makes every player in this game so fun to watch, is that usually they have something interesting and different to bring to the table. And like, you know, like there is technically correct ways to play the character, but you know, you can always.
I don't know about that. A lot of characters have so many like different ways you can express it. Well, there's a mental part of this game where you're like trying to trick people. Like that's not the correct edge guard, right? But it worked.
But no, but that's the thing though, right? Is that I think that's what makes this game really good too, is that there are still technically answers to things. It's just that the right ones are obviously the more reliable ones. That one is just more of a I have to make something happen right here, and I hope that they don't see it coming.
Yep. That's the thing, is there's like conditioning of when you think somebody's going to change what they've been doing, and calling it out right when they change it. That can be really important.
That is much better sentence to put it in. But yeah, pretty much.
Conditioning and like recognizing what your opponent's been doing is so important, and then recognizing when they're going to change it.
Yeah, it feels like you're in their head when you get good enough to have those kind of moments.
Yeah.
You know? Oh my goodness,
but
another
it's gone.
Stitch. Back throw, yeah.
Bladewise, again, just eating these pummels. Marth can't really get anything off those situations. And again, this has come up, I swear I've said it 5 times today, but Peach is notoriously bad at getting off the ledge there, right? It's really scary. So every time Peach does it at this kind of percentage, you really should, small applause for them.
Right.
They've worked so hard for it. So near just under 200 percentage, almost any Marth move is going to lead to a kill move here.
Wow.
But Bladewise could just find it first, potentially. Grabs the turnip, but doesn't get anything else for it.
Yeah, I don't think there was really very many options he had to get back from there. So that's 1-1, and
so that was a little scary because it's now 1-1, right? But that was still pretty darn close for Umarth on Dreamland.
And if you're Umarth,
going to Umarth's counter pick now, we might see something really changing that up for Umarth to win this next game.
Yeah, he's probably thinking about Final Destination. Okay, so same thing as last time. I feel like the stage selection is kind of the same pathway. He has
other than the start of it than we saw Yoshi's before, remember? But the counter picks seem to be pretty consistent.
Yeah, he has places that he's comfortable with. He knows that he's good on the stage. He knows that he can deal with this matchup pretty well. I think that second
Marth still has a jump, so that's on the plate.
Fantastic there. Okay,
really scary situation. Oh.
Yeah, he recovers high enough to be able to grab ledge. That really smart by Umarth. Recognized the situation very well.
Ooh, Bladewise finding a nice opening right there. Trying to convert it into something, but actually gets the counter from ledge. I feel like counter from ledge has been such an interesting, like, this set's take, right? I feel like there's been a really pivotal one that's happened in each game so far, where we could have just seen Bladewise walk away with that stock. But now Umarth's got stage control and is in the middle of an edge guard in a really scary position.
Yeah, he wanted to go for a bear or something, but wasn't confident enough to make it happen. It was a really rough situation. I don't think it was just possible.
Still recoverable by Peach. Oh, not with that miss.
Yeah, no bomber.
Peach can use her side B called Peach Bomber to like hit a wall and bounce a little bit upwards. So it can help with your recovery on these stages where there's like a wall underneath. You can kind of push yourself up a little bit beforehand.
Yeah, it is a little tedious as far as like
it's a little tedious, and the timing's hard.
Yeah, and the other thing is that you're there for a while, and that means your opponent is just standing on ledge, deciding what they want to do and how they want to do it. It's a really difficult thing to come back from when it comes to using it, but it is used. Like Armada has used in the past. Like it's still useful. It's just hard.
Ooh, a great dash back to grab there.
Waiting on recovery, dash attack. All right.
Bladewise wants to close this stock out so bad right now. Oh, well, I guess so did Umarth.
Yeah.
That was a little mistake.
Tilt.
I'm surprised we haven't like seen one up to this point, really, but you can use a really well-known mechanic called wave dashing in a lot of ways, where you use your air dodge from your character to slide into the stage to move around. And you can use this in a bunch of different interactions in the game. Like you can use it off of a platform, off of the stage. But one of the most difficult ways to use it is what people call ledge dashing, where you use it to go from the ledge when you just got your invulnerability to scoot yourself into the stage. So you can become grounded and be invulnerable from the legend invincibility, and then be grounded after you've used the ledge dash. That's probably what Umarth went for, but got stuck on the stage or didn't do the right drift or something, and ended up bonking their head on the stage and then air dodging anyway, because the same button to use air dodge will still happen even if you aren't on the stage, right?
Right. Yeah, forward throw, almost gonna do it, but Nice tech.
Great tech. And it might
He's
just
gonna
lead to
get
an
an edge guard off of this?
Wow.
Wow.
Umarth is walking away with this game from just some great ledge performances, honestly. Great recovery. We've seen a lot of great interactions over there. 2 times has Umarth come in with a counter that's been efficient.
Yeah.
Let's see what he does this time in this interaction.
He just fairs it. Yeah.
Okay, well, didn't work out that way.
Yeah, that's fine. He's still a stock ahead. Like, Bladewise is not out either. It's
Oh,
just
absolutely not.
Umarth has been showing dominance on the stage now twice, almost. If he closes this out, it seems just more of the same. Umarth on FD against Peach, and very, very good at it. Okay, so down smash from that situation. I guess he was happy that he was inside of the range, and so he let it rip. Sometimes you gotta do that.
Ooh. Bladewise using a little bit of some like new cross-up aerials we weren't seeing earlier. Ooh. And another great use, we were talking about crouch cancel earlier. Sometimes you don't want to do it. That's the situation where Umarth recognized, if I get hit with this move, you're in your end lag for the rest of that attack, ledge get up attack.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to be able to hit you with a tipper F smash and close it out.
Yeah, unfortunately in this game, Peach doesn't have very many options from ledge, so that was just a rock and hard place. He had to choose get up attack, hoping that maybe he won't hold down. Maybe
he won't pick that, right?
Yeah, but that is.
Oh no! So we see for Bladewise's counter pick, we end up having to go to Yoshi's story.
Okay. Does he favor this stage?
I don't know if I like this.
Well, what about him as a player? Do you
you know what? He actually did great here earlier. He had the 4 stock on Kevbot. I'm spacing. Who do you have that amazing 4 stock after a close back and forth set with?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, from what I remember you saying earlier, that yeah, he really enjoys the stage, but like first game of the set, they did not another stitch phase.
So that's a little different though, because he was actively like throwing many. So the reason he spawned and threw a bunch of turnips in that time was because he wanted to increase his chances of getting a good turnip, right?
Right.
You might not be able to pick which turnip you get, but you can at least influence how many you're going to pull out of the ground, right?
Yeah, and you also have to mind how long they're active in the air, because if they're out just floating in the air too long from being juggled, they just disappear after a while. So.
Ooh, wow, that would have probably killed if it was on stage, but due to the extra like lowness they have for being on the cloud,
yeah,
that was probably just enough to do it.
Ooh, nice reverse nair. Okay, stalls for Randall, but does it really need to do this?
Oh my gosh, this movement?
Yeah, that was
Bladewise is making amazing plays over here. But is he going to close it out and make it a two stock lead or lose it? It looks like lose it. I spoke too soon.
So, oh wow, okay, yeah, that's another application of just how, so Peach is known for having pretty decent shield pressure, I would say.
She is.
Her shield pressure game is incredibly good. She has DJC Nair. She has
Fair is really safe on shield as well.
Yeah, float.
A cloud save there for Marth this time.
Float, and what we just saw now, which worked, was float Dair into Nair. So Peach is a very interesting character because DJCs are basically usually your characters have 2 regular jumps, right? But the way that Peach and also in turn Mewtwo and Ness work is that when they jump, they have a little bit of a different momentum. They don't really act the same like everybody else. They don't just double jump. They have an arc of some sort. And so you can do this thing where you DJC double jump cancel. And in the middle of that, you time it well enough to where you will float closer to the ground by your second jump. Not float, but like you'll be hovering around the ground by your second jump. You can throw out an aerial, and the aerial will basically be at ground level. And so that's what makes those characters incredibly good, is that you can just immediately get those aerials at ground level. And
then land again right after, too.
Right.
So you can hit one of your aerials into the ground and then act immediately again from the ground.
Oh my god. What is going on with the setup today? This is not normal, guys. All these bombs, all these ditch faces.
Yeah, I think we rigged it.
Yeah. I'm not sure what's happening here. But yeah, so DJC's very good, but you also have to be very good at being able to DJC out cancel into whatever.
Oh no! Umarth went just a little far. I thought that that double backer was already like so brave, like such an extension, such like a brave extension to go for there, and it ended up working, but just not killing, and then actually ended up leading to a mistake. He's not able to recover close enough.
Yeah, Umarth letting the Peach tech roll away because he knew that he wouldn't be able to get.
Did we just see that same thing again, but this time Umarth was just a little too far away and got pushed just out of the up smash range.
Oh my goodness, Umarth is on last stock with on Bladewise counterpick.
Yeah, but so is Bladewise.
It's looking really rough because it was in Bladewise's favor.
This could be Bladewise's tournament stop. Like, let's remember that.
Oh, that is also true.
This is a way scarier position for Bladewise than it is Umarth, I think. Bladewise has proven, I think, though, that he's very scary at this stage with fantastic movement, great call-outs, amazing control of the cloud. Ooh, very scary, but I don't think it hit the way that Umarth expected.
No, definitely didn't want that hitbox.
Very, very scary situation here.
Just kind of jumping out.
A lot of Marths can get really scared in this kind of situation. Just want to throw out an F smash. It's a big, scary move, but I don't think Umarth is going to do that.
No,
he's going to be patient, look for something.
The wrong air dodge.
He wanted to land on the cloud with that, but it didn't end up working out the way he expected.
Yeah, I think
that's a shame. Umarth, that's a very big win for Umarth. 3-1 versus